it's lovely to see you. What an absolutely charming audience. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, Sid, you've been on television now for upwards of 15 seconds and you haven't cussed. Can you guess what my New Year's resolution is? That's right, no cussing. From now on, I will just be a friendly rabbit. Yes, I will just, it'll be like you were just walking in the woods, a white rabbit came up to you and started talking to you. And you'd be like, what's that? That wasn't me cussing, that was you cussing when you saw me. That wasn't me cussing, you said, I look a white rabbit. I'm just kidding you. I'm not going to stop cussing, not until they take my from my cold ball. You probably didn't get much of that at home, did you? Anyway, over the Christmas holiday year, on the Kwanzaa period, I don't know, somebody's... Anyway, so over the holiday period, I gained a little weight. And apparently a slight Australian accent. I will be working very hard to lose the Australianness from my accent and sound like a cockney again.
Late Show with Craig Ferguson, sponsored by Capital One Venture Card. What's in your wallet? Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
Really? Now save it, we've got a whole year to get through. Happy New Year, everybody. It's my new thing. It's my new thing. My new thing for New Year. Oh! It's a great day for America, everybody. Like I say, Happy New Year to you, Jeff.
Happy New Year, pal. I got a new thing I'm doing.
All right. I like it. It's kind of like my new thing.
Yeah, except with one arm.
Yeah, well, we'll get around to it.
You having a spasm over there?
Yeah. Anyway, I hope we all had a good time out singing that song that no one knows more than a few words. Should old acquaintance forgot pie. I was in Scotland for New Year's. It's called Hogmanay in Scotland. Now, some people think the word Hogmanay comes from a northern French word meaning New Year's gift, but actually it's the sound you make when you throw up a bottle of champagne. year, people make resolutions. It's a good idea to share with your co-workers so you'll be motivated. This year, Jeff and I have made the resolution to make the show less filthy, more intellectual. Right, Jeff?
Balls.
Yeah! Balls, yeah. Personally, resolutions make me want to do something more. If I make a resolution, I'm like, I'm not going to do it. And then I really want to do it. I don't like anyone telling me what to do, even if it's me telling me what to do. So I end up breaking the resolution because I like to rebel against myself. And by rebel against myself, I, of course, mean masturbate. A couple of years ago, my resolution was to spend part of every day learning Spanish. That was my big resolution. It was on the show a couple of years ago, and it was over by, what's the Spanish word for mid-January? So this year, I'm just avoiding the whole thing so that no one's going to be el disappointo.
Bueno.
2012, of course, is a big year, presidential election year. Election's not till November. So we shouldn't be seeing those annoying campaign commercials until probably this week, actually. You start seeing. Presidential election means all the late night guys are going to have to go after the candidates when they screw up. I'll do my bit, but I've got to say my heart's not really in it. No, it's not. It's no fun without Herman Cain. No fun. He always put a little extra sausage on the pizza. I think you know what I mean. Right, Jeff? Some people think the world is ending in 2012. These people are called idiots. Something about the Mayans or something. Even the Mayans are like, we didn't say this. I mean, really, the Mayans are like, no, we did not say this. And they're going, oh, the Mayan calendar. The Mayans are like, we didn't say it, but it's, you can't tell anyone anything. Well, if it does, I hope we get a little warning if the world's going to end, so we can start smoking cigarettes again. If I knew the world was going to end, I would start smoking cigarettes right now. That's right, you Prius-driving vegan fascists. I want a cigarette. I've wanted one since the day I quit smoking nearly 20 years ago. Every single day I've wanted a cigarette every day. I know they're bad for you. That's why I quit. But if the world's ending anyway, why not? As the world ended, I'd be standing there, cigarette in one hand, while I rebelled against myself with the other. Careful with that ash. Now, 2012 is a big year for me because I will turn 50 this year. Hey, whoa. Yeah, when people start applauding your age, you are old. See, that's not my old person impression. I'm actually just making that sound now. The signs of aging are all around me. This year was the first time the Times Square ball drop felt like foreshadowing. It's quite a milestone, 50. I mean, there's not a society on earth that sees a 50-year-old and goes, look at that youngster over there. Maybe Florida, but other than that, that's it. Once you're 50, nobody even bothers pretending you're young anymore. If I died, right this year, everybody will be like, well, he had a good run, you know. He was all right. Then he did that late night show. But up until then, he was doing all right. That's not even the worst of it. The worst part of turning 50, it's time for the ass camera. That's the medical term for it. When you turn 50, they hopefully they still have the big camera. Hey. It's not the camera that's painful, it's the crew and the sound guy and the craft services people and the teamsters and the managers and the agents. You got any resolutions? Are you actually going to do anything this year or not?
No, not a damn thing.
Not a damn thing. Just going to stand there 12 feet or less from an outlet wisecracking for the whole damn year, are you?
I like when you make those noises.
What did you do for New Year's? Where did you go?
I was here.
On your own?
Yeah, man, you guys forgot about me.
Wait a minute, did we leave you on your own and then burglars came? Joe Pesci and that other guy that used to be in movies, and they came and they tried to steal things and...
Yeah, Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And I set these crazy booby traps in my
Booby
bag.
traps!
Yeah, booby traps.
Booby traps!
Booby traps.
Yeah, booby traps. We said boobies right now. See, that's it. We've just started the new year and already we're saying boobies and going, yeah. So, you were on your own. I feel bad, actually, about that.
It was all right. I had time to think about things and strategize.
What do you mean, strategize?
I think you know.
I think I don't. What do you mean?
Robots will rise, Mr. Ferguson.
No, they won't.
This robot's rising right now.
Go to the, do the thing.
All right. Es el momento de comercial. Estaremos de vuelta con más después de esto.
Welcome back, everybody.
Oh, the hell with it.
You gotta try, man. It's the first show of the new year. Why don't you put your back into it? Get a little spunky.
I did that before the show.
Now, I thought we were going to try and be a little bit cleaner this year.
Use soap.
How dare you? Are you suggesting that I'm European and therefore have an aversion to such a thing?
Ah, yes, I am, as a matter of fact.
Why? How dare you, sir? And if that's the way you're going to talk to me, I'm going to talk to you like this.
Well, if that's the way that you feel, sir, I will continue to speak to you in this manner as well.
Well, I don't mind telling you, sir, I am outraged by your bony accusations. You stand there with your disheveled suit and your metal hair like some sort of thin person.
Come out here every night with your jokes, and you throw to me, and then I say something, and then we go home. How dare you, sir? I bid you adieu.
Look, I gotta say, it's still, no, it doesn't mean bid you adieu, doesn't mean turn your head the other way. That's not bidding someone adieu, that's just turning your head the other way. You just look like a jerk.
I'm not here, I've walked away. Just right over here, nothing to see, I'm not here.
You put on a little weight over the holidays.
Yeah, I did some drinking.
All right, what time is it, Jeffrey P?
Es el momento de Twitter mail en los pantalones.
Hey, Jeff, you want to get tweeted with me tonight? Well, all right. Pedal to the metal, we're getting there soon. Drag me out of bed and gag me with a spoon. I need your love, I can't relax. Without your touch, I'm rolling to the max. So hit that with your tweet mail. All right, this is from Tegan in Yonkers, New York. You ever been to Yonkers there? You got a little place there?
The robots will rise.
What did you say at the end there?
Oh, nothing. Everything's fine.
Tegan says, Dear Craig and Jeff, I'm tired of my hair and I want to do something new and funky with it. What should I do? Jeff, you're the hairstyle expert.
Burn it.
I think you should get it a kind of teal color. It looks good. You know, I gotta say, I like to see a young person with their hair dyed a kind of obviously, you know, kind of synthetic color. You know what that says to me?
What's that?
It says that they're rebelling against themselves.
No, what's my problem then?
I don't know, Jeff. This is from Myq in Chicago, Illinois. You ever been to Chicago?
Yeah, I got a place there. I like to go swimming for beads, get naked, eat pizza and all that. Why not? Sure. Yeah. Total world domination.
What was that last bit?
No, I said I enjoy masturbation.
Okay. Dear Craig and Jeff. Why? That's a surprise to you? Well, who doesn't? Who doesn't enjoy it? The CBS censor, that's who. And even then, I'm not so sure about her. Dear Craig and Jeff, I'm noticing that my two best friends are extremely immature and turning into losers. How can I meet some new people to hang out with? I would go to a disco. Right, Jeff?
Yeah, disco's a fine establishment.
Go to a disco and get them when the music's playing, or a rave. You could go to a rave. You know, the...
Yeah, hey, you come here often?
Yeah. I just want to dance.
Holy crap, man.
What?
It's like you were there.
What, we're out of time already? All right, I'll just do another one. This is from Nate in Lexington. This is from Max in Omaha, Nebraska. You ever been to Omaha?
Yeah, I got a place there. Like to go swimming for beads.
I'm a cowboy.
On the steel horse,
I love that song, Dead or Alive, by Bon Jovi. For legal reasons. Is it Dead or Alive? Is that what it's called? Is that what it's called? Young lady with the blonde hair in the front row? You don't know, you're just nodding? Nodding off, I think. All right, dear Jeff and Craig, how often should I be changing my sheets? My roommates say once a week is typical, but I think that sounds a bit extreme. Well, it depends how much self-rebelling you're doing there, man. We'll take a break. We'll be right back, everybody. We'll be right back. The old country where I'm from is a tradition that the first person through across your threshold in the new year be tall, dark and handsome. Unfortunately, that's not available this evening. Actually, it is. A good friend of the show, a very funny man. Please welcome my friend Tim Meadows, everybody. Tim Meadows.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year to you! Ring a ding ding. I'm working on my Sinatra. What do you think?
That's pretty bad, actually.
Yeah. I don't know. You're tall, dark, and handsome, though.
I am. Oh, I'm dark and handsome, definitely.
You're pretty tall.
I don't know. I'm like 5'10". Can we say that?
Yeah, we can. Or yeah, if you want, do you want to use the metric system? That would make you size.
Yeah, I always wanted to be that size. So. Yeah, but
You understand the metric system, Tim? Because you know you're from Chicago. They don't use it there.
they don't know. We don't use it. They barely use the regular system in Chicago.
Did you go there for New Year's and Christmas and stuff?
Yes, I did. I was there for the holidays, and it was great. And boy, You haven't had a holiday like until you had a Tim Meadows holiday.
Oh, yeah? It's a Meadows? What's a Tim Meadows holiday then?
Well, you know, Christmas, we do the, orphanage in the morning. We take food to orphans. And then in the afternoon...
Why?
Well, because orphans, they don't have family, so we just take food.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, yeah. It's a kind of showbiz thing.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
It's a Tim Meadows. It's a Tim Meadows Christmas.
Tim Meadows Christmas.
Yeah. And then after that, we go visit old people. We take them food, right?
Wait a minute, you're lying.
This is a Tim Meadows Christmas.
A Tim Meadows Christmas, sorry, yeah.
And then we go caroling later.
Is that code for rough gay sex?
No.
Jeff, is it?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. So there you are.
I've never heard that as a reference for rough gay sex.
Well,
I'm uncomfortable even saying rough gay sex. I think all gay sex is rough.
no, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
I don't know. Is there any Tinder kissing? I don't know.
Yeah, of course there is. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should probably move on.
Yeah, let's do that.
So you had a nice time in Chicago then. That's lovely. I was in Scotland.
Oh, yeah, how was that?
It's much like Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do the metric system in Scotland.
They do actually have the metric system over there. They'll punch you metrically.
How's that possible?
It feels almost exactly the same as a regular old-fashioned... What do we call it? The American system? The imperial system. That's what.
Is that what it is?
That's what it's called.
Okay, yeah. But that seems weird that it's called an imperial system in America.
Yeah, it would seem strange to me.
Yeah.
It would almost make a sham of our entire country.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, I mean.
Really? Yes, you would. I've heard you go that far.
No.
When you go out caroling.
Hey. It was a good New Year's too. Though.
It was good New Year's. What you do? Did you get hideously drunk and going, I love you, man, to a lot of people?
I did that. I went to New York and yeah, I went to New York.
What's so funny about that?
I know, like they can't believe that I could afford to go to New York or something.
It's not that far from Chicago. It's like a 2-hour flight, right?
Yeah, it's not even like 40. Yeah, it's easy. I can afford to go to New York, people.
What the hell would you got? You sit over there with your purple hair and you, well, teal hair. There's a lot of self-rebelling going on in the audience. That's what it is.
It's a shame. It's really a shame. I like her hair, though.
I like that girl's hair.
Yeah.
I think
Where is she?
Yeah, she's over there.
Oh, she is.
Yeah. And then there's a young lady who's got blonde hair over there, but I think that's her natural color blonde. Oh, no, it's probably not. No, she did that.
No. I see some, it looks dark at the top up there. I don't want to start critiquing women's. Every woman in the house, raise your hand. I want to see your hair. I'm going to critique all the ladies in hair tonight.
No. There's no win in that for anybody.
Don't you think
No. Whenever
that'd be a great show, though, wouldn't it?
No, it would not be a great show.
Tim Meadows critiquing women's hair. I just stopped ladies on the street. I'm going to tell you what's wrong with your hair, lady.
Actually, I like it.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. But you'll never get laid again.
I don't get laid now, so it's not... It's horrible.
Even when you go caroling?
I'm not going there. Anyways, yeah, what was... Oh, New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, yes.
Yeah.
So I went to Paris, and then...
But no, you said you went to New York.
I mean, yes. New York, where we saw the ball drop, which was fun.
It's not that much fun watching the ball drop because it's the same every year. You go, what's going? Oh, here it comes. There it went. That's it. I mean,
it's not really. It would be great if like one year it like fell instead of just dropping. If it just tipped over and maybe kill a couple of people down in the crowd. That's my kind of New Year. Yeah.
What the hell, man?
I think it's a great way to start off 2013. It's going to be a bad luck year, I think.
What 2013? This is not 2013. This is 2012. This is the Mayan.
Oh.
This is, yeah.
This
is the time when the Mayans didn't say anything about anything. And everybody went, oh, the Mayans. The Mayans like, we really didn't say this.
Yeah. They were like, yeah, we have much better things to do than talk about
the Mayans were a very advanced civilization. They weren't going, oh, no, we've run out of time.
Do you think that those guys, like, why did they pick that you know.
It happens every 12 years. You remember the year 2000?
Yes.
Well, remember that? Oh, it's going to be the end of the world. Why? Because numbers.
Right.
And then remember Prince? Tonight I'm going to party like it's 1999 because what? Because it's going to be the end of the world tomorrow? No, it's not Prince. He was at the Super Bowl many years after that.
That's true. So he basically lied.
He lied in song form for money.
And I bought that album.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah, you know when he did that When Doves Cry? Doves don't cry. They don't even have tear ducts. That's insane.
That's true. That is true. Little Red Corvette.
Well, no, that's true. You can get them.
Okay.
So like all the best lies, it contains an element of truth.
I'm trying to think of another Prince song. I used to be a really big Prince fan.
Well, you really? Do you enjoy wearing the color purple?
I do like wearing the color purple, yeah. Why?
Do you wear it when you go caroling?
No, but I do wear
I trapped you right there, didn't I? I trapped you.
You did.
You walked right into it, man.
And no, I do wear it purple when I have rough gay sex, though. What?
All right, so we're out of time. Well, not for the year, obviously. It's just the beginning of the year. But for this, so we've reached that point of the evening where you can either have an
I
awkward...
want to kiss you right now.
No, come on. So... Fa la 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 la. I love crikey. So you can either have you can have an awkward pause.
Yes.
You can have the mouth organ, or you can go for the big cash prize.
Cash prize.
What time is it, Shadow Stevens?
Time for the big cat.
Oh, yeah. Let me move this out of the way for a second. Okay, we're going for the big cash prize here. There are two ways to win the money tonight, Tim. Two ways to win the money. 50 American dollars in singles to use at any strip club in these United States.
Oh, great.
Okay,
Great.
Here's you can do it one of two ways. You can answer a question, one question,
Okay.
or you can guess what's in my box.
Ooh.
Now, guess what in my box is like this. I imagine a box in my head and something is inside it, but I don't know what's inside it. The only person that knows is Jeff. Then you guess. I check with Jeff. If you're right, you win $50.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense.
Yes, I know. And that's just how many drugs you took then, isn't it?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, so...
Okay. I'm going to go guess the box in your head.
Oh, okay. Right, are you ready? I'm imagining the box.
In that...
Wait.
Okay.
All right. There's something in the box. What is in the box, Tim?
A fax machine.
You sure about this? All right. Jeff, is it a fax machine in the box?
The hell, man, a fax machine?
No. What the hell is it? Look, he's a guess. What's he going to do?
It was raspberry beret.
Raspberry beret.
That was good, Jeff.
Good. So, wait. Did he say... so is it a fax machine in the box?
Well, yeah.
$50! First musical guest of the new year is an English singer-songwriter. She's here performing Skinny Jeans off her self-titled debut album. Please welcome the lovely Eliza Doolittle, everybody. Eliza Doolittle.
Singing me with your attitude, I got the mind train. You are leaving, you are leaving. It made me think of what I miss. Can you believe it? You believe I don't want it with you. Not the best in me. You show your expertise when I always said with the fight. I'm excited that you wind up next to me. I like it when you, yeah. Can I have some please? Take off your skinny jeans. Sometimes I think that I hate you. I make up for you when I'm next to me. Pretend that you are on a train. You are leaving, you are leaving.
My next guest is an extremely funny comedian. He's at the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase, January 19th through 21st. Please welcome Myq Kaplan, everybody. Myq Kaplan.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. That was a very warm welcome. Sometimes you don't get that in comedy. I was performing once, and the host brought me up to the stage. They said, "Please welcome. He's had his own, what is it, an hour special on Comedy Central?" And I was like, "It's a half hour." And then somebody in the audience yelled out, "You'll get there, buddy." Nice intro. You guys are lovely. Do me a solid, everybody. Is probably the weirdest way a doctor could ask you for a stool sample. That's a fun one with words. A great one, everybody. You're doing great. Words are pretty important. Words are really all that separate us from the mimes. Language is tough. It's hard to learn as a kid. I think the hardest language to learn would have been like ancient Egyptian, you know? Because today you can sound out sounds by looking at the words, but back then it was hieroglyphics. How do you sound out a picture? They're like, well, it's eyeball, dog, mummy's foot. Oh, C-spot run. I got it. There we are. It's hard to be a kid. A lot of their books don't make any sense. The Ugly Duckling, what's that about? Oh, it was a duck who was ugly. And then it grew up and found out it was beautiful, but also a different species. So, sort of an M. Night Shyamalan twist there, you know? Like, I don't know how that's supposed to encourage a kid. How does it inspire? Be like, hey, don't cry. Maybe you're not a hairy, ugly child. Maybe you're gonna grow up and find out you're a beautiful chimpanzee. What do you think, huh? Before I did comedy, I worked in a cafe as a hilarious barista. And people would always be telling me, you should be a comedian and let somebody else make my drink better and faster. Sometimes there'd be nothing to do. We'd be hanging around. The boss would come out and say, you got time to lean? It's time to clean. So I'd always say, you got time to rhyme? It's time to die. Had some other jobs. I talked to a street musician once, found out that you can make up to $60 an hour being a street musician, or up to $60 a minute robbing a street musician. So, a lot of options. I used to want to work for a bisexual non-governmental organization, you know, a BINGO. And that one, that's just letters, everybody, not even whole words. So, we're having fun. I used to live with a girl. We didn't subscribe to the traditional gender roles where, like, the woman cleans things and the man fixes things. So we lived in a house that was broken and dirty. I got a fake number from a girl once. It was the square root of -1. I was like, lady, that's so irrational. Come on, please, please. Then somebody told me once, they said, you know, that's actually an imaginary number, not a fake number. I'm like, did you just out-nerd me in a math joke? Okay. He was also Jewish, so it was fine. They say the Jews are the chosen people, and I was, growing up, chosen last for kickball frequently, so that makes sense. I know a lot about sports. I know the Super Bowl happens once in a while. And if it were up to me, whenever I see the word Super Bowl, I'd like to pronounce it Superb Owl. Look, same letters. I like birds. Why not, you know? Who's going to win the Superb Owl this year? You know, it could be the Eagles or the Ravens or the Orioles. Wrong sport. Who cares? Birds. I don't know. The Seahawks or the Cardinals or the Dolphins if they're the chicken of the sea caught in the tuna nets. So I know about sports, I just don't care. Like, if people talk about sports too much, I just zone out in my head. I'm just like, sports, 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 sports. Are we still talking about sports? And at least that is the sports music. You know, I'm not singing the wrong thing. I'm not like, sports, 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 sports. That's from a movie. I like movies. I wish they would re-release the movie Groundhog Day. Just call it Groundhog Day 2, see what happens. People come out all mad. They're like, oh, I see what they did. Hey, everybody. Thank you guys so much. My name is Myq Kaplan. You guys have been wonderful. Thank you so much, everybody.
P and the Fergs. Epilogue.
Somebody in this room dyes their hair. Our job, Jeff, is to find out. I mean, GP.
Thanks, the Fergs.
Your job, GP, is to find out which one of these young ladies here actually dyes her hair and which one of these young ladies colors her hair using lemon juice and sunshine.
It's going to be a tough one, pal.
Yeah. What are your names, ladies?
I'm Allison.
Allison?
Casey.
Casey. Are you Australian?
I am.
Get off. Do you believe that?
The nerve.
Unbelievable. Get off. Do you believe that?
How dare you? We have a very strict...
How dare you? How dare you? Don't stand in my bed. That's my bed. Do you believe these Australians, Jeff?
We have a very strict no Australian
We have a
policy on the
strictly
show.
no. Australians need not apply. I'm sorry. Come on back.
Okay.
Which part of Australia are you from?
Near Sydney.
Sydney? Get off! Get off! Do you believe these Sydneys?
The nerve.
The nerve! We're Melbournies here. You all right? Where are you from?
LA.
LA?
Yeah.
Get off!
Out of here.
Yeah, yeah. Another case solved, GP. Good night.